All right, good morning. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be making it so that when you're queuing a playlist, we want to have the app ask you if you would like it randomized. Additionally, one other thing that I might do here is we want to say as a bug, we want to say on landing page needs to have media queries to be mobile friendly. And we'll create that. Let me get a box of tissues while we wait. All right. And the next thing that I need to do is add it to the correct fixed version and assign it to me. So we'll do that here. We'll put this in progress. We'll move it up here. We want to say to profile and to room. And this one we want to say the fixed version is 1.4 and I'll assign it to me. Okay, so we're working on 124. And so the very first thing I need to do is get my confirmation modal, which looks like this one. And what I want to do is inside of playlists, our first one is here. We have a queue playlist. And if in fact it is not undefined, then we want to do it again. And this needs to be a let. Like that. And this one says, would you like to randomize the playlist? Little background noise today. Let me get that corrected. That should be better. Okay. Is that any better? We're going to say this is randomize the playlist. And if this is a randomized result, else we want to do a how's that? I'm not sure what it is that's making that noise today. But I hear it too. That did the job. Okay, and then this one we want to do a hub service.request playlist in room home of the ID. Now when I look at this, I want to have a is randomized is a boolean, and we'll also pass that here as a is randomized. At least for us it helps. No worries, I can tell in here. I wonder where it's coming from. I think it's coming from my neighbors because we haven't had that before. So this one, we can just do it like this in one line of code. Like that. Okay, we need to do this again in playlist community. So right here, when this works, we're going to do my confirmation modal here, which is a let and a let. And we'll make this thing 300 pixels. And there it is. The other one is in playlists. Thing I've noticed about why do you use TypeScript and not JavaScript? Angular framework runs in TypeScript. TypeScript, when it compiles down to JavaScript. So over in playlist modal, we have it here. And this is, are you sure you would like to queue the entire playlist? And here we're going to do a confirmation modal again with 2 lets. Would you like to randomize the playlist? This is a mat dialog. And when this is done, you can do this for a this.playlist ID and if the randomized result is not null. The last one is in profile playlists. Is here. So if I take my confirmation modal again, put it in here, this is going to say a let and a let. And this is my modal service. And this is just going to be for ID. We need to add in here a loading. Which needs a loading HTML piece, this. And then in profile playlists, we don't have anything as an input, so it's this. This dot loading equals false. And then on the other side of the coin, I need to change the backend so that when I'm requesting queue playlist in room home, which is in OpenDJRadio service. You want this one. And here we want to have a bool is randomized. So this one, when I look at the interface, we want to add in here a bool for is randomized. And then here we want to say in the data access layer, this one we want to have a this one and we need to add in here a bool is randomized. And then you're adding all of your songs here. And this is your songs playlists. And so here I want to say if is randomized, then I want to do a for each var song. No, we want to do a songs playlist equals songs playlist dot order by, and we do it by a GUID dot new GUID. Let me see if I can find this anywhere else in the solution. Yeah. Beautiful. So now it should be randomized. So now when I run this backend and we try out the front end again, all right, see you later, Bubby Bite. Thank you for hanging out this morning. This time, this failed because this needs to pass in is randomized. So we need to log out, log in again. Hey, Fletcher King, I'm doing great. How are you? Good, this time we've loaded. If I look at my queue, there's nothing in it. So if I go to a playlist and I queue this, are you sure you would like to add it? Yes. Would you like to randomize the playlist? Yes. This time when we go in here and I do my is randomized, we are going to change my queue. So this song, the first one is called ID of 942. Good, so it randomized it all. And there it's queued it and everything's been randomized. Now I could clear the queue. And if I go into playlists here and I queued it again and I did I want this to have different buttons on it, right? I've been better, not feeling too well. I have a problem. Not sure if you want to know. What's the problem, man? What's going on? Okay, and now when I look back here at my modal, for a confirmation modal, when I create this, I need to change my modal data here. So this is going to be called cancel message, which is a string, and a confirm message, which is a string. This is going to be a confirm, and this one's going to be a cancel message is a cancel. Okay? Fletcher King, yeah, it sounds like you should probably just go to the doctor, if you ask me. Maybe stop putting things up there. Okay, so that one looks good. This one is confirm and cancel. And then in the modal, we have this called a cancel and confirm message. Data.cancel message. And data.confirm message. Let's go ahead and reserve it. because there's going to be a few more of these errors. One of them will be on profile playlists. Hey there, Sugar. Shurgene. Surgene. Surgini. I got it, Surgini. How are you today, man? Welcome. Okay, so we have a few of these to put in here. In account, we have one down here. And this one's going to say confirm and cancel. And then this one here. Oh, the delay is small. I'm good. Nice job on saying my name. No problem. Took a little bit to get it right. Sorry about that. Songs playlists has one. You have one in queue. You have one in application users rooms currencies. The delay is too damn small. Profile component. And then there's another one here. Playlists community has one. Are you sure you would like to add the entire playlist? Are you sure you would like to randomize the playlist? Which is randomize and do not randomize. The next one is playlists component, which is here. And we need to add in here a randomize and a do not randomize. Okay, the next one is on playlist singular. There's a couple here. One there. One here. Randomize. Sorry. And do not randomize. And then there's two more down here. The last one here is in cart. And we are built. So this time when I run it, and I reload the app, And I went into a playlist and I did a queue playlist, and we did a do not randomize. That looks right. And now if I look at my everywhere where we have the word randomize, this should be 350 pixels. Let's go ahead and clear the playlist. And now when I'm in community playlists, let's make this one publicly available. And if I queue this, there we go. And we get our random, and we get the loading. Good. And then in community playlists, if I was to queue this one, we also get our loading. So that looks good. What I can do is look at the board, and I have a queuing a profile from a playlist, queuing a profile from a playlist from a profile. So if I look at playlists, at community playlists on my page, and let's say I queued this one up, we do get the loader. So this one's done. This one's done. And 124 is done. So let's stop the backend. Let's stop the landing page. And now what I want to do is open up source tree. And we can let's go ahead and stage everything under OpenDJ 124, and my time is 25 minutes, and my comment is added loading when queuing playlists and added confirmation dialog requesting if the playlist should be randomized. And we'll commit that out, push it out, and go and merge this into my development branch, which is 124. Push that out. Okay, the next one is we're going to make a branch here for OpenDJ 142 and create the branch and push that one out. And this time what I need to do is we need to add some media queries. So if I look at the landing page underneath the index and the CSS that I have for it. This one sets its position and its where's the size being set? If I look at index, black background box is setting the color. And I guess it's here. So if I launch the loading page, this time let's say that I'm looking at this on a mobile phone. Let's look at my CSS media queries. And we can put in there max width and max height. So if I look at my background box, it looks like that if the screen size is too small, then I want to set my top because when I was on a mobile phone, it was looking like that. So could I do like a width here of 50%? And I didn't think that was going to work. What about a hard number? Yeah, see, a hard number would work. But if I did that, then it would need a flex box, right? And this would need a height of 100%. And then we would want this to have a I thought one of these had a flex content. So I bet you I could do a flex, put display here as a flex, and then I could do a flex direction as a column, And then I could do a justify content as a center or as a space between or as a space around, space evenly. So when I look at this, if the screen size is under 800, then when I do this one, I want to do a flex content is a height of 100. And then when this is the case, I want to do a black background box has a width of 40 mu and a height of 50 mu. Okay, so the media query works at 800. It's too tall. And this time what we want is we want my, is it the flex content? Has to have a display of flex, yeah. Has to have a display here of flex and then a flex direction of column and a justify content of a and a align content space around. Let's look for a justify content, and we wanted space around. Why don't we put this also in the flex container down here? So this way, when our screen is up to 1200 pixels, let's say the width here is 45 and the height is 30. So that's at a maximum of 1200. So this is the 800, looks good. That's at 1200. Okay, so that's 1. That's 2. If I look at the index on this, we want to have a nice big break underneath that. Maybe another one. Maybe just one more. Okay, so that's good. You have another size here at, oh, I see what it's doing. It's resizing it at 1200. So the next one is at I want to say media query above certain width. And this one would be a minimum width of 1201, and we will do a width of 50 and a height of 35. Too high. A height of 30 and a width of 40. And that looks right. Now we have media query set up on this thing, which is good up until it gets a certain size. So minimum height. Let's do one more. Which is here. Which is if my width is under, if my height is under 600. Then I want to make the width 20 and the height 15. Let's make this 700, and we'll just get rid of these two. And I want to say my width here is 20, and my height here is 20. So what if instead of this you did 100% and then 100%? And that looks pretty good up until it gets too small on the width. So this title text should have a width of 100%. And then if our size gets too small, then my picture here, which I'll call class equals logo image. Is here, and we want to say that my size, my width is 100%. And then the same thing with my title text. Hey there, Jay Brown Pro. How are you doing? I think that's looking okay now. And I think that this, instead of being 700, should be like 580 pixels. Fine, how are you? I'm doing great. So I think I'm happy with that now. I wonder what that'll look like on my phone. So let's do a publish. And open up my server. We need to look at my solution here. And the error was this should be a 2. So now we'll rebuild it and publish. Okay. On the desktop now, it's here. We will zip it and send it over. Oops. To my server. It's transferring now. It'll go pretty quick. I'm stopping the app. Oops, I didn't mean to stop the app. I meant to stop the site. And also I'm going to stop the application pool for it. Delete my static content. Wait for this thing to finish transferring here. I think that the pictures you have are heavy. Let me look at the size of the pictures. If I look at these, the backgrounds are between a half a meg and a meg, so that is too large. We will compress those. This one's 1.2 megs. So if I look at my images, here they are compressed, still too large. Here they are uncompressed, much larger. Let's go ahead and extract this. It's a good comment there, J. Brown Pro. Let me go ahead and fix that. And we'll move this into here and start up that and then this one. Let me check it on my phone now. And it looks better. Yeah, it looks much better than it used to. So let me go ahead and stop it again, because I need to make sure that I have the production one up. So over in our board, we're going to say compress images for landing page. And I'll move that one in and assign it to me and put it in fixed version 1.4. And then in here we can say OpenDJ 142, and my time since my last commit was 20 minutes. My comment is added media queries for landing page. We'll commit that out, push it out. Look at the development branch. Merge 142 into it. Push that out. And we can move 142 out. What I want to look at now is my master branch. And I'm going to merge development into that. And I have a config error here, and I want to resolve using mine. And push that one out. So now when I look at landing page again, I see that I'm at the right URL here. So I'll push this out. Looks good. And then we can go back to my development branch. And we're going to do a branch here for OpenDJ 143. Push that one out. Bring this thing over here. Let's take a look at these uncompressed, resized. If I look at this thing, and I look at the size, I'm going to drop this thing to be 720 by 1080. And then if I look at this again as a tiny PNG, okay, we go and download it. Now it's much, much smaller. So this one is compressed, resized. So we will go ahead and do this for number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. This time I can jump over here and we can bring in these. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now grand total of all of those is 1.67 megs, which is much smaller. So then I can delete these. And upload these. And make them public. And back in the landing page, let's go ahead and extract this. Into here. And then we can start it up and restart the pool. And now when I go to OpenDJRadio, it should be much faster to reload the images. So at JBrown, let me know if those image sizes are better. And it looks good. Okay, that was 143. The last one that I'm going to do for this fix is over here. On my front end, I want to generate these two files again. This robots.txt and sitemap. And I'm going to add that to the www root. And if I look at the properties, I want to say content, copy always, content, copy always. You have the size of the files almost 1.2, but if you use the JPG. So currently, they should be down at $284 is what it's now at. So you're saying that if I went to JPG, I could get him even smaller. Did they get rid of JPG? It's 767 as a JPG. It's actually larger. So if I look at the landing page now, under robots, you need to have your sitemap here, and then we can generate a sitemap by going to sitemap generator. This is my sitemap. And then on the app, this needs to be app.OpenDJRadio. And my sitemap is just app.opendjradio.com. Okay. So now that both of those are done, what I can do is go back into here and I can say added, well, this is OpenDJ 143. My time will be 10 minutes. My comment will be added SEO for app and static site. Will update web crawling information in web apps, in management web apps, like that, and commit that out, push that out here. And now we'll go to the development branch, and I want to merge in 143. Push that out. Or 146, whatever number that was. You said it was 143. That's okay. Okay. And now what I want to do is in my release notes, we can put this one in the correct fixed version, and this one, if I go to releases, we're going to make a new release called version 1.5.0.0, which starts today, and we'll release it on March 3rd. And then back at my board, this one, we can change the fix to 1.5. Same thing with this one. This one. This one. The contact support. Can't make it go faster. Okay, cool. Glad that that's fixed for you. Seems like something happened to my FreeNAS. Seems like it's running just fine. Just slow. So here we go. 1050, 150. This is 140. 150. 150. This one is at 150. 150. 150. And this is the last one. When I look at releases now, I should only have one issue outstanding. And I do. So we'll look at the release notes for this and change these into text. And these are what I need to bring into my context. So let me get to the right area of it since it has a little bit of sensitive information now in the context. Okay. So we'll use this one here. And what I need is a new GUID for this. And my version is 1.4. And I'm doing this on the 20th. The next thing is we can get rid of all of these notes. I can just add this in again. Now, the first one is 43, which goes in here. My ID is this one. And my date is the 20th. The next one is 54. Okay, the next one is 74. The next one is 83. The next is 86. The next is 104. The next is 109. Okay, the next is 119. The next is 121. The next is 122. The next is 124. Then 126. Okay, and then 128. 130. 131. Okay, 131, and then 132. 136. $138, and there's only two more. And then 142 and 143. Okay. Now that those are all in, we need to add the GUIDs for those. So we'll go to the new GUID and do a new and copy. And we just need to go through each one of these and add it in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only like 15 of these, I think, total. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then the last one. Which is this one. Let me make sure I didn't miss any. That looks right. Is there any specificity in the code for C#? I'm a little confused. Would it be parameters to arrays and create these objects in a loop? This is just because I haven't finished the front end for the admin panel yet. So let's go ahead and do a startup project there. And if I look, I'm in the development branch, so I want to say add migration in here. And I'm going to say this is added v.1.5.0.0 release notes. It is laborious to put the release notes in at this current time. But they are generated from Jira, so I can automate this in the future. This app is almost completed though, so I'm just trying to finish it up. we got an issue here. If I look back at the context, it's this last one. See, your release node ID is screwed up. This is 4.0.0. This is your release node ID here. So let's do this as a new one. And then we want to add this in here. Oh, I see what I've done. This will just take a minute to correct it. So what I need to do is bring this one up here for each of these, because it's this 9AD is the one that's supposed to be changed. I just put it in the wrong spot. Okay, now that that's done, now I need to bring in those IDs one final time. And we can just cut these all out because it was making it a lot easier if I did that. Okay, and now what we're going to do is take this one and add it into all of these places, and then we should be good to go. Okay, and then this time when I look at the migrations, it didn't add it, so we want to add it. And now I'll do an update database. Okay, And now that that's done, I can commit it. And we're going to say added release notes for v.1.5.0.0, and we'll commit it and push that out. And now we're actually going to do the release for 1.5. So to do this, we're going to look at the master branch. And I'm going to look at my development branch, and I want to merge it in and push that out. And now in here, I'm just going to do an update database. And let's first go into the back end here, and I want to stop the web API, stop the app, stop the identity server, stop the front end, and also we will stop the pools. And now I'm going to update the database. Okay. Seemed pretty straightforward how it did that. Now what I can do is we're going to deploy this. So do a publish. And all of my production settings are already set. And in the front end, I can close up everything and go to a... All right, Jay Brown, I'm almost done for the day. So thanks very much for staying with us. If you haven't, make sure you check out our Discord. It's the main place we all stay in communication. There's up to 350 of us. Also, make sure you check us out at youtube.pixelhorsestudios.com. Thank you again, buddy. So we'll do an ng build production here of everything. And then back over here, this was the web API that completed. We'll look at my identity and do a publish here. And that's completed. Then we'll go to startup projects here. This needs to be production. The other one is this landing page, which if we look at the view for index, it's got the right app. So we'll do a publish. Hey there, Jay Brown Pro. How are you doing? Thank you again for that follow. Appreciate that. Okay, that's done. If I look here at the landing page under my www root, I don't see them. I was expecting to see my robots.txt in here. So it didn't attach it. Like that. Let's try it again. So what I need to do is ASP.NET Core include file in publish. If I look at this one more time, and I look at my CS project file, it should content remove and here it should include sitemap and robots. Here they are. So life is good now. So back over here, we need to add this to the development branch, and I'm going to say added sitemap and robots.txt to landing page. Push that out. And now I can look at my master branch again and merge that in. And push that out. And now we can do another publish for the landing. A new build here for this one. Back here we can go ahead and run the identity. All right, Bobby Bite, welcome back. And then also we can now publish the web API. And that's completed. This one's almost done. The landing page is completed. And I think it's done. Yeah, completed here. Now I'll copy all of these over to a new compressed folder. Okay, and now on my server, we'll bring this in. On my branch here, we can do a tag here for a v.1.5.0.0 and push it out to origin. 1.4. And on this one, I wonder if I can rename this. That's okay. The next thing while we wait is that I need to go to my Bing Webmaster Tools and also my Google Webmaster Tools. And Facebook Webmaster Tools. So Facebook Web Crawler. Okay. And if I look here at URL inspection, we'll do this in just a minute. We can also update our sitemap. Okay. We'll also add my other site here called https://app.opendjradio.com, https://app.opendjradio.com/sitemap.xml. Okay, it wants me to add this meta tag into this app. Which you already have. How did you make the site map.xml? You can use a generator online. Almost done here. Two minutes. Did you use a generator? Yeah, I did. I used this one. No problem. I'm almost there. I wonder if that hum is gone now. Seems like it, right? back down in source tree, I can go ahead now and go back to my development branch. And we can close that since I've already put a tag on 1.4.0.0. I wonder if I look at one of my commits here, if I can change this one. I don't think I can. That's okay. Here's our file. Let's go ahead and extract it. And let's go ahead and bring these in. So this is the Angular app. Sorry, Angular app goes here. The landing page goes here. The identity server goes here. And the web API goes here. And then we can go into the pool and we can start them all up. And starting with the identity server, the web API, the web app, and our landing page. And now if I go to OpenDJRadio, we can see that we start up with my new media queries running. We can log in. The identity server is starting up. And it looks like we're good to go. And if I was to try to queue this, now it'll ask me for my new test for the day. So we're good. Let me go ahead and close that up. Now what I want to do is we can verify ownership here. And it's pending my sitemap here, which is good. If I look at this site, cool, we got our 2 sitemaps here. Okay, this is www.opendjradio.com as HTTPS. And then you want to do https://opendjradio.com/legal. And www.legal. And then here, under configure my site, we should have a That should be good. If we look here, we'll do a URL inspection with the Google console. Good. Here's the crawled page, which looks right. Here's our sitemap, which is a success. I look at this one. My sitemap here is sitemap.xml, and we'll submit it. And that was a success. And now I'll do my https app.opendjradio.com. We're indexing it. Beautiful. And then if I look back at the other one, sitemap looks good. URL inspection, https://www.opendjradio.com/legal. It says it's not submitted in my sitemap. That's not correct. Good. Now we can go to here. It's submit and indexed. And there's my crawled page. It doesn't look like it has any content. Okay, that's done. The next two are http://opendjradio.com. Let's add one here for OpenDJRadio.com. And here we can do a sitemap, which is there. And then we can do a https opendjradio.com. And we can request indexing. Okay, and then the next one is https opendjradio.com/legal. And I'll request indexing. The last one we want to do here is we want to do a Facebook web crawler. So now we'll do www.opendjradio.com. We just have one error. Let's go ahead and scrape it. Okay, that looks good. So we have one error here, which is that I want to say that the OG image property should be explicitly provided, including sizes, even if a value can be inferred from other tags. And that looks good. So that one's done. That one's done. And this one's done. So finally, over on my board, if I look at my 1.4 and I look at my last one here, we can go ahead and say that 1.4 is done here. And now what I can do is on 1.4 issue the release for today. And we'll say that the start date for this was the 17th. And that's it. We now have the next build push live. So thank you for staying with me this morning. If you haven't, please click the follow here at the Twitch. Also, make sure that you put that you check us out at our YouTube, youtube.pixelhorrorstudios.com, and I put all these videos up at youtube.pixelhorrorstudios.com. Just to reiterate what we did today, we released version 1.5.00, so make sure you give it a try and with the new features. And I will see you guys all in the morning. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.